Hi, this is me in a secret location in Wiltshire, far, far underground.
Okay, what you're doing now is you are physically leaving the tunnel quarry.
Yeah.
You're going to walk across the top of Box Tunnel and enter Spring Quarry.
Last weekend I was lucky enough to be invited to an emergency government bunker. The bunker was constructed in an old stone quarry and would have been the alternative seat of power in the event of a nuclear strike. The bunker covers an area of about 40 acres and was put into operation in 1961. It contained everything that the 4,000 inhabitants would need to survive over a 3-month period, including a medical centre, a bakery, a laundry and a comprehensive collection of books holding all the information the government would need to rebuild the country.
This is actually amazing. This is a lift that the Prime Minister and his gang would have used if there was ever a nuclear strike on the UK. I never thought I'd be here. It's absolutely amazing. Huge. I'll put some of the stats in the video.
The bunker's primary role was to act as a hub and maintain communications within the UK and with the outside world. There was a huge GPO telephone exchange to keep them in touch with various parts of the country. The giant wooden switchboards date back to the 1950s, but the telephone directories were updated as recently as 1989. As well as the 1950s exchange, there's also more modern 1980s switching equipment, which was maintained by British Telecom up till the end of the decade. The bunker is 1 kilometre long, 200 metres across and 100 feet underground. It cost over £20 million to build in the 50s and would house 4,000 government ministers and civil servants. The government, once safely inside, could run the country as normal with the help of the MI5 and MI6 from the Prime Minister's map room. All the main corridors are signposted using American-style names such as First Avenue. Travel around the bunker was by battery-driven vehicles which were stored and charged in their own underground vehicle depot. The bunker was divided into many separate numbered areas. Each area had its own storeroom. This is a storeroom for Area 7. The bunker's storeroom has racks and racks of metal shelves with everything from butter pat makers to glass ashtrays, from toilet brushes to teapots. Not to mention stacks and stacks and stacks of government-headed notepaper.
Paper.
The bunker had 2 huge kitchens which would have accommodated the needs of its inhabitants, which would include the Prime Minister, Cabinet Office, local and national government agencies, intelligence and security advisors and domestic support staff. In the canteen, hundreds of tables would have been laid out for the staff. We stopped there to eat our lunch.
The bunker's kitchens, how exciting is this? They're absolutely huge.
This is the bunker's laundry with its giant washing machines. At the time it was supposedly the biggest laundry in Europe.
Look at this iron. That'd be hard work ironing for that, wouldn't it?
The bunker's medical centre was fully equipped to deal with anything that might occur over the 3-month period. The medical centre had several wards, many beds and its own kitchen facilities to cater for its patients. This is the bunker's makeshift library. It contains a collection of books holding a database on which it was hoped that the devastated country could be rebuilt. This included maps, scientific data and technical manuals, and Acts of Parliament. Amongst the books I also found a copy of The Joy of Sex. Not quite sure how that got there, but possibly necessary to rebuild a civilization. Despite the bunker's importance during the Cold War, today the site is rotting and forgotten. The bunker's facilities were kept ticking over until the early 90s, until the 50-strong staff was reduced to a skeleton crew of just 4. In 1991, the cabinet refused a £40 million upgrade and the bunker was wound down. It was slowly emptied of fuel and food supplies, and the huge reservoirs were drained. This is typical accommodation in the bunker, comprising of a wardrobe, a bed, a chair and a rug. The Prime Minister's accommodation was slightly more luxurious, in that it included a private bathroom and the walls were whitewashed. This is the Prime Minister's map room, where many of the important decisions on the running of the country would have been made in the event of a nuclear war.
You know, you saw the escalator?
Yeah.
This is the other end one.
Right, okay.
So this is also a 95 fire exit. It's still in use for its...
The bunker was top secret and heavily protected throughout its operational lifetime. The bunker was hidden so well from the British population that in 2004, when the bunker was declassified, hardly anyone knew of its existence. Today the bunker lies dormant and uncared for, a massive chunk of forgotten history. Very few people have been given the opportunity to visit the bunker. I feel very privileged that I have. For me, it was very much like stepping into a 1950s time capsule, an incredible place, one which shouldn't be forgotten.